I'm no Lush, but I love Lush. Hi, I'm Gabby and welcome back to the Fragrantician, where here on this channel we talk about nothing but fragrances. So in this edition we are talking about Lush, the brand Lush, who have been around for years and years, since I was a child, really, a teenager, so they've been going a long time. So the first Lush product we're going to talk about, and it's an oldie but a goodie, and we are talking about none other than this little beauty. Here she is, Lush herself, Lust. Not Lush, but Lust. Yes, this is Lust, and this is a jasmine dominant fragrance. This fragrance has been around for a long time. I've had this bottle a long time. I've spoken about it a lot. It is a very distinct fragrance. It's one of these Lush fragrances that, well, you just either love it or you don't. It has some other florals in there, but the jasmine does dominate. The jasmine is heavy, it is strong, it projects, the sillage scent trail is absolutely amazing, and it'll forever be in my collection. It's a fairly gothic fragrance. It's a fragrance that packs a punch. Now, you do have to like jasmine. You've got to like jasmine. When I wore this once, somebody said to me, I can smell jasmine. I can really smell jasmine. And it is a luscious jasmine. It is indolic, it's punchy, not for the faint-hearted. It's gorgeous. I love it, and the juice is so dark on this. When you see a dark juice, you know it means business. That is Lust by Lush. The next one I'm going to talk about is Rose Jam. Now, this is completely different to Lust. This is a jammy rose. There's rose, there's petitgrain, there's lemon in there, but the rose is dominant, and the rose is done in such a way where it feels like it's just dripping in rose jam. It has a little bit of a remnants of Delina exclusive, just a little bit. It's not by no way means a dupe or a clone, it's not, but it's just, yeah, it does have that remnants of it, which I can feel in it. And all of these fragrances, they have a moderate longevity apart from Lust. I would say Lust has the strongest. These others have a moderate longevity. So this does have moderate longevity and moderate projection to it. It's jammy, it's sweet, it's beautiful. I've worn this a lot as a bedtime fragrance. Very feminine, very ethereal. It is fairly strong, I would say, in the first half an hour, but then it does sit closer to the skin, and it's lovely. Rose Jam. The next one I am talking about is 1000 Kisses Deep. Now, I've talked about this before. This is mandarin and myrrh, and it's a sweet myrrh, and it's beautiful, and it makes me happy. It's uplifting, it's zingy, it's everything that I love in a Lush fragrance. It was discontinued and now it's been brought back, but the labdanum and the myrrh gives it its beautiful quality. It's not incensey, it's not that church incensey vibe. The mandarin really balances it, I think, and the mandarin, I find with Lush fragrances, they're quite linear throughout. they don't really develop as so much. But this fragrance, it doesn't develop, but the myrrh and the mandarin, it is, oh, it's so, you've got to get your hands on it. That mandarin stays, and it's so hard for a citrus fragrance to linger. It really lingers. This does have a little bit of a projection bubble around you. People will smell this. People have smelt this on me. So I've used quite a lot of this fragrance, and I do intend on purchasing another one. But Lush do have a tendency to bring fragrances in and then discontinue them, then maybe bring them in again and then discontinue them again. But I think it's a popular fragrance and I love it. 1000 Kisses Deep. Joyous, brightful and sensual. The next one I'm talking about is 29 High Street, which I think has been discontinued. And this fragrance is apparently meant to signify what a Lush shop smells like. I can smell Lang Lang, I can smell jasmine. There's also tonka in there as well. The Lang Lang in this is, it's almost slightly sherbety as well, slightly, ever so slightly sherbety. This was gifted to me by our Bazza, our Sensualize, our Birmingham Brummie guy here in the UK. He kindly gifted this to me because we did a fragrance swap some time back, and he sent this to me by surprise, and to my astonishment I was so overwhelmed with it. And do you know what? My husband has worn this in the past. He's, oh, that's really nice, I might like that. Yeah, why not? It is beautiful. You know, a Lush shop, when you walk in to a Lush shop, you can smell a whole cacophony of things, a plethora of ingredients in there. And I suppose as an employee you would become anosmic, or you would become used to it. I would not want to work in a place like that, because I would want to savour that experience when I walk into a Lush store, and you do get that. So whenever I'm not around a Lush store, I'll wear this because this is so beautiful. And it is from the 29 High Street. It's from the Pool here in the UK, the Pool main flagship store, which I'm not too far from, and I've never ever been to. It's only about 40 minutes away from me, so I really should go there. But hey ho, 29 High Street. If you can get your hands on it, try it, bag it. It is beautiful. And finally, we have Frangipani. Now, I'm not sure if this has been discontinued or not, but this has, yeah, that plumeria floral note combined with sandalwood. It's got a little bit of guaiac wood in there, a bit of oud. But I would say this is okay if you don't like oud, because you don't really sense that oud. You sense a little bit of tuberose, a little bit of almondy powderiness combined with the Frangipani, which makes it a beautiful, beautiful scent. This scent could be worn all year round. I actually wore this a lot at Christmas last year, and believe it or not, I made a hefty dent, or maybe not such a hefty dent, I don't know. I did spray this quite a lot. This has a moderate sillage and moderate longevity, about 4 or 5 hours longevity on my skin, and it is really, really beautiful. It's bright, it's effervescent. It can be worn at Christmas, it can be worn all year round though. Because it has a brightness to it, don't equate that always to a summery scent. Sometimes it's nice to wear a bright, solar, kind of fragrance that's mixed with those salicylates, those kind of key ingredients in the fragrance, which gives it that brightness. Sometimes it's good to wear a fragrance on a cold, wintry day or a cold autumn day. Perfect for autumn and winter, this is. I actually would say maybe, although it has Plumerian, has that Frangipani in there, that flower that equates to the tropics, but wearing it in autumn and winter is really, really lovely, and I love it. Frangipani. Now, I will be talking about a Lush fragrance in an upcoming review on its own, so watch this space, because it has won me over and I will keep you in anticipation. Now, what will that be, that Lush fragrance? Comment down below, but you're going to have to wait a little while until I do that review, because I like to keep you on your toes, just like my husband. So, you've been watching another edition of the Fragrantician, and until next time, always overspray your fragrance, slay your fragrance, and live another day.